Welcome back to Sarah's Table. I know I always say, listen. I always say that it is a very special episode. But I truly believe in my heart of hearts that it always is a very special episode, just for different reasons. And tonight we are doing our live stream to benefit the Trevor Project, which is a super important cause. I'm going to just read a real quick thing about it so that everybody knows what the heck is going on. I'm definitely prepared. I have it pulled up. I do. I totally do.
Nice save.
Good. Big thumbs up. The Trevor Project is a national 24-hour toll-free confidential suicide prevention service for LGBTQ youth. You also have the option to text. You can do it in chat form over the internet if you cannot make that call. As a queer person myself, I think it is really important, especially for young people who maybe do not have the kind of supportive environment that they need around them to thrive and to survive and also thrive at the same time. And so we earlier in the month raised $500 for the Trevor Project, and we decided that was just maybe not enough. That was our goal, but we blew past it so fast that we're doing another one tonight. I think we modestly set the goal today at 100, but I bet we can get that pretty quick. This is what I say. And I thought the best way to do that would be to pretend to be cats. And I don't know why that seemed like the proper thing to do. Maybe it's because of my extensive theater training background, where I don't know what it is. I don't know if anybody else here on this call is a theater person. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But there is this weird thing with theater training where there's absolutely, I can think of many times when it was appropriate to pretend to be a cat for some sort of theater training situation. Am I wrong, Gemma? Is it just me?
Oh, no, it's not just you at all.
Okay, good.
This is it's becoming anything that's not you is oh yeah, great. This will solve all my issues. Don't worry about it. This is cat, dog, squirrel.
Yeah. I am now a tree.
I am. Yes. It's always the trees. We always end up in the trees, right? This is some sort of weird circle of life metaphor of we all end up being a tree one day. I don't know what
this is the deep way of getting around to. We just really want to be cats.
We just really want to be cats.
We just really want to be cats.
Yeah. So we're just gonna so we're gonna play a game today called Verhext Nochmal, which I have been informed is a German phrase that roughly translates into curses. It is a light swear where you cursing something. Verhext Nochmal. Which is funny because we are magical cat familiars today. This was written by Brandy Rose, who is a dear friend of the show and a delightful person. And it is described as this. Hold on. It's my favorite description of a game. Players play cat familiars to different witches within a coven. The thing about witches is things can get pretty messy pretty quickly. Luckily, you're no ordinary cats, and now it is up to you and your fellow felines to save the day. This GM Light game is wacky magic misadventures and how you help the zany witches you live with. This makes me happy.
I do also like that it's a light curse in that anyone who's ever owned a cat has probably had to say something in a very similar tone while the cat's in the
absolutely. Yes, for sure. I had a cat for a very long time. I had her for 18 years before she left us. And I would like to consider her a familiar. But there was a lot of times where I was what are you doing?
Why are you like this?
Why would you make this choice?
Why did we buy you an expensive bed only for you to sleep on an Aldi bag?
Yeah. Why? And I want you all to keep that spirit in your hearts when you are making choices today as your characters. Before I introduce you all, just a quick safety discussion. As anybody who has watched Sarah's table before, you know that it is very important to me. And I think it's as a responsible person and GM and player at a table that you should know where everyone's lines and veils are. The ultimate goal of playing a role-playing game, because that word game is in there, is to have fun and bring all of your people together into a collective story. And so here on Sarah's table, you will never find sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment, or starvation. Tonight, we're also avoiding gaslighting. If anything else comes up, my players, my friends, you can give me a physical X. It's very easy to see on the screen. Or if you're not comfortable doing that, you can send me a private message or a message in the Zoom chat, and we'll just walk it back and go a different direction. And as cats, definitely good at that, because cats never go where you expect them to go. So not a problem whatsoever. For those of you who are new here, I'm Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. I am going to be your game master and your host and your favorite person. And I'm going to remind you to drink water because everybody is dehydrated. I know it. Just like water is the snack you need to live. So everybody just have a little bit. And let's go around my tables. I have all brand new faces here on Sarah's table today. And I'm going to make you all talk about yourself a little bit. I'm going to start with my pal Zac.
Oh, it's me. That's my name.
You.
I'm Zac. On the internet, I'm Zac Speaks Giant. I am so excited for this. My pronouns he, him, and I can't wait to be a chubby little cat who is so scared of the world.
Oh, chubby and shy. Okay, I'm in it. Great. And I just met Zac as a new friend. Just met him last week when we were on another charity stream for Are You Okay?
Yes.
Over on Dead Aussie Gamers channel.
Yeah, that was awesome. We played Through the Breach, which was great. I played an incorrigible Frenchman. And yeah, that was lovely. And you very graciously invited me to do this nonsense again, which is your fault, really.
It is. Yeah, I just keep stealing people and putting them in my pocket. Ooh, okay. Well, and with that in mind, Gemma is also another person that I have stolen. So
hello, glad to be stolen. Glad to be stolen. Yes, I am Gemma, also known as G of D on the interwebs. I also met Sarah through the same game of Through the Breach, where I played a exceptionally awkward what was I, lesbian robot?
Yeah.
They got a little bit of a sketchy time.
That whole time?
I was part robot. It was
cyborgy. Yeah.
It never really came up because I didn't really need it to, because it was distracted by the fact I was a little flustered lady the whole time. But it was great. I'm really excited today because I love cats. Despite not owning any of my own, unfortunately. And I'm very keen to play a little chaos gremlin who just knocks things over for the hell of it.
Good. So we've got chubby and terrified and chaos gremlin. I'm ready. All right, Anita, round us out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anita, otherwise known as Panita or Critical Misses around the internet. Usually you can find me actually here on GCTV. I'm occasionally a GM on our Table Takes game night, and very occasionally, I host Table Takes when we need someone to fill in. Yeah, that's basically me. You can also find me over on my channel, which is Critical Misses, and we do TTRPG things in TTRPG places. And I am also very excited to play a kitty. Just a little sweet baby.
Just a
little bee, just happy to be here.
Just a little bean. That might be a little bit chaotic.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good.
A little bit feral.
Sarah,
mostly
brought us all together. What did you
I think I'm just going to be
expect?
like a feral cuddle monster is what I'm going for. It's the
wow,
vibes that I'm going for. As someone who has proudly owned 2 cats that fit that very description, and I'm very excited to try it. My pronouns are she, they. I might not have mentioned that earlier, but no.
Yeah.
Yes,
we're
I forgot.
back.
Mine is she, her. Because I forgot as well. Sorry.
That's all right. So Zac, do you have cats? Have you ever had cats?
I do have a cat. Well, I used to live in a. I'm basing this cat that I'm currently gonna be this session on. Well, I used to live in a share house, and there was an orange cat who had like one brain cell, and it was like he was the best. My current cat that I have, who I love, was a rescue. She is a much more devious animal. The first 2 years we had her, did not like us. Would hide under the bed. Would hiss if we got close. And now is like will sleep in my lap and is just like she put the street life behind her. She's just like, I'm done.
So lovely. What is your current cat's name?
Jane.
Jane. And the dumb one? What was the dumb one?
That was William.
William.
Orange cats really are a different breed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really are.
they all share the one brain cell.
Yeah.
You say orange cat, you're like, oh, I know exactly what this cat's personality is. Good for
My
you.
cat was an orange cat. Her name was Punky Brewster. And I did often sing the Punky Brewster theme song to her to get her attention. It worked every time, so obviously it was correct. But yeah, I used to call her just like a delightful moron because she was just stupid. But I liked her. What are your cat's name, Anita?
So my older one is Pisces. He's a sweetheart. He's a cuddle bug, loveliest boy in the world. And incredibly smart. He opens doors. And the other
he's
one
secretly
is Ash.
two fish in a trench coat.
In a trench coat.
She really is.
Pretending to be a cat.
Which is on brand because I actually just got done playing a game called Totally Normal Human Adults, and I'm sure Pisces would be like the brains of the operation of that.
He's like side-eyeing you while you're playing this. How do you know?
Absolutely.
How could you tell everyone my secret?
And my younger one was Ash. She was a little standoffish, but once she warmed up to you, she was belly rubs for days, all day, every day.
Gorgeous.
All right. Well, let's see what kind of witch you are all attached to. I need a D8 roll from each of you to see who you are attached to.
Ooh, I got an 8.
An 8. Okay. Gemma, you are the magical cat familiar of a sun witch.
Ooh, I hate the sun, so this is fabulous for me. Really out of character.
Perfect.
I rolled a 7.
7. Zac, you are a magical cat familiar of a love witch.
That's perfect.
That's adorable. I love that.
And on the other end of the spectrum, I rolled a 1.
You are attached to a green witch.
Okay.
So each of my players have their they have the book. I sent it to them, and being attached to one of these witches allows you to have particular things that are helpful for you. As a green witch, as a cat of a green witch, you get +1 on any spell to communicate telepathically with any animal, including the cats in your coven. However, you have a -1 on any attack spells because you are way too chill to get violent. You have +1 to any negative stress damage that you take. But let me tell you what, catnip is a hell of a drug.
Really is.
So if you roll a 5 for stress, you would only take 4. Like you are a little drugged up, my friend.
I'm that catnip.
Just real zen,
just
real
like
chill.
Very chill. Okay, and then we got our love witch. Let's see what happens with our love witch. You get a +1 at efforts to soothe the party because you are a smooth operator.
Mm-hmm.
However, you get a -1 with every failure. You are going to take an extra stress because you're a very sensitive little being, okay?
This is so good.
But you get a +1 to flying or floating both yourself and objects because everything is light when love has you on cloud 9.
Oh,
adorable.
That's wholesome.
All right, Apollo, my dear. I mean, Sun Apollo, APAW.
I love it.
The Sun Witch, you're going to get a +1 to your rolls if you are in a desert climate, but you get a -1 if it is cold, dark, raining. if we have a lack of sun, you have a lack of power. And you get a +1 for your teleportation type spells.
Excellent.
I don't know what that says about you.
I'm not quite sure. It feels very like I wither in the sunlight as a person. So I get to pretend like I'm an easy breezy, like goes to the beach kind of gal today.
This is your chance.
To be her.
To be out in the sun. This is your like Ariel Little Mermaid moment.
This is it. I gotta make the most of it.
You gotta just get out there. Just gotta get out there. So interested to know what everybody's name is. Like there are suggestions in the book. But like what have you named your folk?
I think I'm gonna go with my lovely partner's naming convention for all her animals, which is just like a very like an older, like retired person's name. So
okay.
like Harold. I think I'm
Harold.
gonna be Harold.
Yeah.
Harold. Very nice.
Harold with the Love Witch.
I can't abandon such a pun-based name as Apollo.
Oh yeah.
I gotta. Call it a cop-out because it is what's in the book, but
no,
it's
so good though.
I'm choosing to believe her real name is like Mixie, but no one's used it.
Nobody calls her that.
Yeah, because at one point her witch was just like made the joke and it stuck forever.
Love it. Anita?
Yeah. So I would like to get clearance from our producer very quickly on drug references.
Well, what do we think, Marcus?
Okay. Well, my character's name is Meowie, which is short for Meowie Wan Nia.
We'll just call her Meowie, and everybody knows what it is. It's me,
and that's what matters.
That's
you'd be like, my cat's name is crack cocaine. It's like,
whoa, whoa. Let's walk that one back. That seems.
Let's walk that one. I don't
there.
think that one's gonna be good.
I thought you were going with when you said Meowie. I thought it was going to be Meowie Jane.
Yeah, that's where my brain went.
Meowie Jane is good, but no, I'm Meowie.
No, I'm with you.
Nia.
Yeah.
I like it. It's
I'll
got creativity to it.
I love it.
I will say to
right.
save on time, my character might go by Lo as kind of like a short name.
Cute.
Aww.
I like the idea that perhaps it's the double L-O though. It's like apostrophe L-L.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's
Cute.
going full like fantasy naming conventions. There's apostrophes where they don't need to be. There's some vowels thrown in there. There's a silent K for no reason.
Right at the start. A silent
right
K, silent N. I don't know why.
Yeah. There's like a beginning and end, and then like a succession of silent letters.
And then a couple of maybe some numbers in there just randomly. Just
someone's like password.
The O is actually a 0.
Yeah. Love it. So now I need to flesh out your characters. Familiars tend to take after their witches. So what traits do you have from your witch?
I think Lo in terms of physical characteristics, or
could be physical, could be personality wise.
I think Lo has definitely, being a sun witch, has quite light, almost golden kind of fur. Frosted tips is kind of what I'm thinking.
Oh,
frosted tips fur.
Very early 2000s. I love it.
She looks a bit like an NSYNC mascot. And I would say quite like golden eyes. And just a very kind of dainty, almost glittery kind of vibe to her as she moves, like a shimmer kind of leaves behind her as she gets around.
Love that. What about Meowie?
Meowie is a calico with green eyes, almost like a tortoiseshell pattern, and does kind of have like occasionally has that tortitude where it's just like I got a little bit of an attitude, but I'm still pretty chill. And much like my my owner, I think I am the catnip plug for our crew.
Yeah.
I've got access, got opportunity.
For sure.
They're meeting in street alleys at night.
Yeah.
Come see you.
Got any
that's
nip?
fair.
What can I ask? What kind of like time are we playing in?
Well, that's the next thing that we're gonna choose.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah.
'Cause I think my witch is like new to witching, but she's older. And she worked for a very long time in like service industry, so like maybe like as an au pair or maid
yeah.
or what have you. But now she's like done with that life, and she's like wanting to claim. And but Harold still hasn't. So Harold is still like a big people pleaser. Like still wants to like make everything okay.
Okay. Cool. And what is what color is Harold? What does he look like?
He's an orange cat. He's a brain. He's just like
big lovable dummy.
Yeah.
That brain cell bouncing between the walls.
Yeah.
Cool. And how do you assist your witch day to day?
Ooh, that is a good question.
I feel like. Oh, sorry, you go, Zac.
No. If you have something.
No, actually,
Please.
I'm gonna recant mine so I can think about it a bit more.
Strike it off the record, please.
Strike it, get rid of it. I'm still thinking.
I think I'm like Harold. He's got a lot of heart, but not a lot of brains, and so he's just there when his owner starts to get, when his person starts to get a bit like frustrated and overwhelmed because she's kind of like learning all this new. He's there to just be like, I have a belly that could be rubbed.
He's bringing those big rumbly purrs, which are so helpful. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's more just like, hey, look, I know you're frustrated with that, but like I'm over here, and
but like, have you seen how cool I am? This is good.
Excellent. So this is a trait that I'm going to base off of my cat Pisces.
Okay.
Pisces was notorious for eating every single plant that I brought into the house.
Yeah.
And so I think what Meowie is known for is the owner produces like plants because as a green witch, she's able to produce plants.
Sure.
No problem. So like the house is like very green, very lush, but like I think Meowie's job in the house is to like, prune back some of the because we want to make sure that this house doesn't become overgrown or reclaimed by the plant life that's inside it. So Meowie, it's like a balance of death and rebirth where Meowie will destroy the plant.
She goes through and
occasionally.
This one's been
around way too long. Yeah, I will eat this plant. It's
perfect.
It's gone now. You don't have to worry about it
anymore. The idea of a tiny chainsaw, just like teeth gnashing, just going through the hedges.
I swear, every plant I brought into the house, that's what it looked like.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
Within a day.
I think Apollo or Lo, again, going off of the game bio for subtype witches in the sun category, really holds heat in their bodies and acts as personally to her familiar, acts as a walking heat pad. So for her witch who suffers like pretty debilitating cramps, she is just the personal heat pack. She keeps her calm, comfortable, feeling very like the embrace of the sun, of Mother Nature is really with her at all times. In the day-to-day, I think she is kind of helping to keep the magic of the atrium where they live in balance by kind of processing the sunlight out, giving it where it needs to be in the darker corners where shadows kind of linger a little too long.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, helping out with like the day-to-day of my poor witch who has a million orders to fulfill at any one time, running her like witchy Etsy store.
Yeah, obviously. The hardest working employee. Always the cats.
She's hustle culture all the time. Baby needs a nap.
Baby needs a nap. Don't worry, I'm sure everybody will get one. Maybe. Okay, so now we have to choose. Oh wait, did we say what Harold does? Yes,
Harold.
he went first. Yeah.
Yeah.
My He's just so sweet.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little guy. He's just a little fella.
So now we get to choose an era and a setting. So there's like a couple of examples, but we can absolutely, I'm going to read them to you, but we can craft one of our own. Do your witches live in a shared brownstone in Brooklyn? A commune in an unending forest? Are you above connected shops in the middle of a village? Are you in toadstool houses in the middle of the forest? Is it a bunch of candy houses and a cotton candy cloud kingdom in the sky? The world is your oyster. Do cats even like oysters? The world is your open can of tuna. Where do you want your cats and your coven to be?
What do you guys reckon? I think kind of fits if we're out in like a commune in the forest.
Yeah, I was leaning more towards commune in the forest or like above some shops, because that's like that's very like central to like people, but it's like we have our own space, and it's like,
have we escaped capitalism, or are we kind of like just trying to get through it?
I think we're dirt poor.
If it's like above some shops, is it like above like a metaphysical store where like
some selling some green stuff perhaps, and maybe some
crystals or
crystals and sun crystals and things of that nature, and love like potions,
some handmade incenses, some potions.
Yeah. Do you guys have a shop that you all live above?
Like, is there like a storefront to your hustle culture?
I reckon we could definitely, She's got like a
there's actually like a storefront that goes with the Etsy shop. They do online orders too.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. That's it. She realized she read like marketing for dummies and was like, I got to open an Etsy.
Gotta do it. What is the name of the shop you live above?
It was a Pizza Hut, and it still is shaped like a Pizza Hut, but we've kind of repurposed it. Like you're like, that's a Pizza Hut, but it has we've tried to like be, there's no disguising it, but like it's now we've tried to make it a like new age, like crystal and like
it's now the metaphysical hut.
Metaphysical hut.
It's still a hut.
I like that it's so obviously still a fast food joint.
Yeah.
Like the smell, we still haven't quite gotten rid of the smell of pepperoni.
Yeah, we've put up like nice like wooden shelves. We've got like a lot of plants and stuff growing in. It's like the inside is like starting to get there, but from the outside, you're like,
they still have like the red plastic cups.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Meowies worked really hard to like rub a sage kind of smell into the rest of the building.
Just like the salad bar.
I mean,
that's
it already
in the
smelled
middle,
like oregano, so it's
just has all of the plants that you're selling. Is you just populated the salad bar with it? Didn't even adjust anything. Yeah, love it.
Used to be treats of pizza.
Like booths are definitely still there. We're still
yeah.
Oh, definitely,
that plastic leather.
Yeah.
People like hanging out in them for some reason. Yeah. You just come in all the time.
It's a very eclectic vibe.
So it is modern day with the Pizza Hut. Sorry.
I was thinking Victorian era.
Victorian Pizza Hut.
Victorian era Pizza Hut.
It was the first Pizza Hut.
The very, very first.
It actually had a thatch roof at one point.
Okay. So you get to introduce your characters by starting your day. You get to narrate the montage of your morning with your witch. A couple examples are you with your witch in a plush bed full of blankets and pillows where you both curl up for a few extra minutes? Do you awaken to your witch bustling around the garden outside talking to the crows? Do you wake up to the aggressive chanting of I don't care where you go, but you got to get the hell out of my house as they wash the floor with an herbal cleanse to ward off spirits? How do each of you wake up in the morning? I'm going to start with Lo. How does Lo wake up?
Can I just add one thing before can we be in the 90s instead of modern day? Thank you. Sorry.
90s.
I didn't mean
90s for sure. I'm with you.
Absolutely. I live for this. I think Lo and her witch Annabelle are always up at the crack of dawn, The second the sunlight starts pooling through those windows, Annabelle Dreer, like bleary-eyed, kind of awakens with the sunlight to find Lo in the classic position of wrapped around her neck, acting as the world's comfiest, plushest, but also a little suffocating neck pillow.
Yeah.
A big stretch as the claws come out and the bread starts to get made. They arise and greet the morning sunlight. As Lo will start kind of going around the corners of like the windows, the cobwebs, and with the essence that she kind of holds within herself, sort of banishes the remnants of sleep and darkness that have collected over the evening. And it's a very lazy start to the morning.
Good big stretches. And
Stretch.
what about Meowie? How do you wake up?
Meowie sleeps in as quite so often with their owner. Meowie and their owner Odelia. Odelia is very a little bit lazy when it comes to like a lot of late starts to the morning because there's a lot of late evenings.
Sure.
And wakes up firmly perched on top of Odelia's head.
Oh.
Like a little cat-shaped crown.
Yeah.
Just
pushed
over the
like
front.
her neck's craned at like a very awkward angle on the pillow because it's mostly cat up here.
Yeah.
And Odelia sort of gets up and cracks her neck a little bit and then goes and starts making like a nice cup of tea, and I think a cup of catnip tea for Meowie. And Meowie sort of gets up lazily and stretches and goes over to get a little bit of catnip tea.
Does she have like a little mug that's
like a little
like
a saucer kind of a
there's
thing?
a
A wide mug?
A little wide brimmed, like it's actually like an old vintage china cup.
Lovely.
That's been repurposed.
I love that for her.
My cat used to try to steal my coffee every morning. And if I did not there was several times when I forgot to, I ran out of coffee, and so I had tea, and she was so mad at me on those days. She was like, "This is wrong. You are wrong.
How could you?"
I know, I'm the worst. And how about Harold? How does Harold wake up?
Harold is woken up by Cass. She, after a lifetime of working jobs, of getting up early and cleaning things, she's still in that she's still in the habit of getting up. So he's woken up as she's wiping down the windowsills. He's in this beautiful spot in the sun, in the windowsill, curled up, and she wakes him up by shoving him.
Excuse me, you're in the way.
And then he flips over on his back, and he's and she's like, "You are such a lazy cat. Get on." And he's and there's that tension where he's looking up at her, and she's sitting there, and she's like, "Fine," and then scoops him up and then carries him into the kitchen.
Baby.
And the baby's like, "Oh, I'm just I couldn't possibly do it by myself."
Just absolute no bones, just flopping little guy.
So she scoops him up, and they fix breakfast together, by which means she makes him breakfast.
Of course. She's definitely already eaten.
And
I
he
think,
watches
at that point.
attentively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're holding the counter down, making sure it doesn't go anywhere.
Looking at the food, making sure it's all in order.
What if it gets up and runs away? You gotta chase that.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
You gotta watch it as it goes.
I would sternly yell at it for sure.
I'll know which direction it's going.
I'm gonna have all of you roll a d6 to determine the number, what order we go in the catastrophes, because there's gonna be some events.
That is a 4.
For a 3 and a.
I got a 6.
Woohoo! Right. So it's looking like Meowie is going to have to deal with the first catastrophe, and then Lo, and surprising no one. Harold is bringing up the rear there, just what's happening? So this gameplay is going to take place over the course of 3 days. Each day is going to center around a different witch's catastrophe. You will accumulate stress as this happens, and as a cat, you have the ability to have 9 stress, because that is your 9 lives. You are giving some of your lives to your witch for help. The bigger a catastrophe is, the more stress you acquire. And if you hit that 9 stress, you gotta take a nap before you can do anything else.
Mood.
Yeah. So I'm gonna roll. We're starting our day. Let's see what's going on with Maui's witch, who is named, hold on, I know this, Odelia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Not terrible. That's not bad. So I rolled a 1.
Not terrible.
Not terrible. Not terrible.
It.
This is a very relatively chill sort of thing, which makes sense. Maui is very chill. The Green Witch, very chill. So Odelia, it's not her fault. Not her fault. But her magic got a little out of hand. There was a super sad movie on TV last night. Let's see, in the 90s, what is a good 90s sad?
Ooh, Seventh
Oh.
Heaven?
Like Meet Joe Black, I think, was on TV.
90s sad movies.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all, Titanic.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, or The Lion King.
Oh,
The
that's
Lion
relevant.
King.
Lion King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
The
cats in it.
Lion King.
They recognize
So-
the cats on TV.
Yeah. So Odelia was watching The Lion King. She's been pretty emotional lately. And while she was discussing what was going on in it and why it was so upsetting and everything, she gestured a little bit too big, and she broke one of Annabelle's sun catchers, which is a ward that hangs in all the windows to keep your space safe. And she broke it, and Annabelle is super, super mad, and is taking it out on the rest of the coven inadvertently. So we need to know how you are all going to help this. Oh, also, Meowie, you're going to take 1 stress.
Um,
Oh, it's up to, maybe you don't.
I actually don't take any
You
stress.
don't take any stress. Because you're just like not stressed, because this
This
is a
cat
low
hasn't
situation.
felt stress in their
Fine.
life.
Listen, it's not that big of a deal.
Big of a deal.
Walk
Except
it off.
it does mean that the west side of your house now is not currently warded. So what would you like to do in order to remedy this situation? There's some hurt feelings. Odelia is embarrassed and ashamed, and has retreated to her room, and so is not helping the rest of the coven. Annabelle is just really mad. Like, this is not the first time that Odelia has broken something in a fit of impassioned explanation. And this time, the thing she broke actually could potentially cause harm to the coven, because you are left unprotected on one side, one of your cardinal directions.
I think immediately Lo is going to attempt to try and calm Annabelle down so she doesn't do something reckless and get us all in trouble. So she's going to try and snake up around the shoulders and try and take her position to like almost weigh her down to force her to sit.
Like being one of those like thunder vests that you put on a dog when there's lightning. Can you
channeling all like the heaviness of as much heaviness as sunlight can have, and just try and weigh her down.
So I'm going to have you roll your d6.
Okie dokie.
Do you have anything in your pluses or minuses that would be relevant here?
With teleportation, that's strictly I assume, strictly teleporting herself, not an item with her.
Probably just you, I think.
That's okay. Well, it doesn't look like it unless we're in a dark or cold space, in which case I take -1 to my rolls.
No, it's daytime.
Perfect. Then yeah, just a straight roll then. That is a 6.
A 6, pure success.
Candy cane.
What's nice is that you would be reducing your stress as a party and as a player. However, everybody's really chill right now. You don't need to reduce any stress because nobody has any.
This isn't the first time.
So you have calmed Annabelle down. She was starting to get like a little revved up. As a Sun Witch, she's got a little bit of a fiery temper, you know? And you were able to like get in the right place and like, you know, like, nope, I'm gonna just
pause over the eyes, like
don't look.
Back leg is like kicking her in the face.
Yeah, she like reaches up and starts kind of like just like patting at you, and it's a little bit harder at first than you would probably like, but it like okay. Like she's all right. She's starting to calm down a little bit. We still have to deal with Odelia, who is hiding, and then need to reward or something that west side of the building.
I think that I'm going to start going to like the different plants in Odelia's room, and I would like to start collecting things to make a little warding sachet, so we can just sort of put everything in a little bag. I'm gonna start grabbing them and then bringing them to Odelia.
Okay,
just so that way Odelia can try it to start casting the spell and making it right.
Do some stuff. Give me a roll. Let's see what happens.
For sure. That is a 4, which is a complicated success.
So it works. You are able to find the stuff that you're bringing it over to her. She is recognizing like, oh yeah, I should do this.
I'll start rubbing against Odelia's legs to try and get her to get up out of, if she's sitting, just to
try to herd her a little bit.
Yeah, and herd Odelia around to the
issue is, the minor complication is that you have all of the plants, and it appears that you are out of any candles in the house.
Oh no, that's not good.
Anything you want to try to do, Harold?
Hope I got any candles.
Candles?
Candles.
Oh, are we out?
Yeah.
Oh, that seems okay. Everyone calm down. Everyone, it's fine. Let's consult the handbook. It's fine. What do we do when there's no candles? We calm. We're all calm. I'm calm, so that's good. Candles.
From her place up on trying to like knead the stress out of Annabelle's upper torso. I'd assume Annabelle would have something in, like, she would know that there's something in the house, candles wise, given that she's a Sun Witch and light is kind of like her thing. Would Lo be aware of any other ones, maybe in hidden spots?
Give me a roll.
Ooh, okay. That is 2.
Okay, that is a crit fail.
You don't know nothing.
You're gonna get 2 stress.
She's
because
needing all this stress out.
You're like taking it on. And the party takes 1 stress. And Anita, you can't step that down.
Yeah, it's the only ones that I do. I know.
Correct.
I would assume that Annabelle would have some in the drawers, but I'm kind of a little busy right now. I'm sorry. She's just really getting worked up. My gosh, there's a lot of tension in these shoulders.
It's okay. That's okay. That's fine. We can.
Are there any candles in the?
We can pop out to the shops. That's something I hear them say sometimes.
Yeah.
They're always popping out to the shops.
That's
I don't know where they
There's none
are.
in the house, but are there any in the shop downstairs?
Probably.
Yes.
See
I
if
would
there's-
assume.
Who's going
I don't like to go down there. It's scary.
I'll hold down the
It's kind of
fort
my
here. Oh,
area.
stop moving. And just bop her when she tries to get up again.
Okay. And I'm gonna
Yeah, just a
I'll
casual
I'll just
downstairs
casually
sojourn.
pad downstairs to see if there's someone working in the shop.
I go with them.
Oh, going with? Very brave of you. Well done, Harold.
He's terrified.
This is his one exciting thing for the day.
Yeah.
It's naps from here on in.
Stress immediately shoots to 8.
I need it. Yeah, there's a shop assistant down there. You know, usually it's the witches that run it, but they did hire a young person to come in and assist. You know, so that they don't have to do it first thing in the morning and then I'll like opening stuff up. You know, it's so there is somebody down there working. This is a non-believer. But boy, she loves cats. The problem is that she definitely sees you like she does not believe you have a will of your own. So she's like, "Oh, the kitties!" And she comes over and she's like trying to scoops like both of you up
Help,
and like,
help,
"Oh,
help, help."
so good, so nice," and like brings you over to there's several cat beds behind the counter, just puts you in your labeled cat bed and is like just aggressively petting you.
In the thing that...
Yeah, like where like
eyelids.
yes, correct. And like the ears like boom pulled back and
The little teeth are like really visible as the skin gets pulled.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see, her name, it's what is it, the 90s? Okay, her name is Clarissa.
She explained it all.
She tries
Classic
to.
Clarissa
She's
behavior.
bad at it. Always comes in through windows for some reason. Yeah, so yeah, they're hanging out. They've effectively blocked you from getting anything from the shop, but they're nice, I guess.
Can I communicate telepathically with Clarissa?
Only with animals.
Yeah,
I mean,
humans aren't
try.
animals.
You could try, yeah.
Hello,
I mean, there
Clarissa.
might you could talk to
conscience.
Harold without like meowing, but
I'll just be like, Harold, can you distract her for me?
Yep. Yes, I can do that. Just like a run-of-the-mill distraction. Just like
if you can cause chaos, that would be great.
Sure, I can cause chaos. I can cause heaps of chaos. Watch this. And he brushes a little bit of his own fur out of his cat bed and like drifts down. How's that? How's that for chaos? Huh?
Give me an action roll to see what happens here. I'm really interested.
Okay.
You are trying to distract her.
Come on, man.
A 1 critical fail. Yeah. Okay, so you take 2 stress.
I take 3 stress because I get more.
You take an extra stress. And the rest of the party takes 1 stress.
Cool.
And then this action backfires in an unforeseen way. So you push a little bit of fur out. You're like, yeah, this is gonna do it. It's
pretty good.
And she like, oh no. It turns out she's quite a clean freak, which is why she puts you directly into your beds. And she pulls out a bunch of pretty noxious chemicals and starts cleaning directly in front of both.
Oh my god. I'm doing that like meow.
I do that cat face where like I smell something I don't like the mouth's half open.
Yeah.
You know that cat where they put like the little flower on its head and it's like,
what do I do? It just starts backing up. What do I?
Yeah. I'm trying to back up from the air.
Can Lo smell the chemicals from where she is upstairs?
Yeah, it's very strong.
I am gonna try and teleport down to them using my teleportation spell.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see what
Let's see how that
happens.
goes.
A critical failure is I'm dispersed throughout space and time.
We'll see.
That's a 5.
Complicated success. Yay. Okay, here's what happens with that complicated success, friends. Everyone in the party takes one less stress. So you get to take one of your stress away. And you appear because it's complicated.
As teleportation often is.
You appear in the air, like at the same height that you were on your witch, and you hang there for a second, and as you catch her out of the corner of her eyes, she's like, "What?" And you poof into existence, and then you're like, "Meow," and you fall, and she's like, "Ah."
It's so she comes, the Wile E. Coyote. The second you look down, then you fall.
Yep, just like little legs going, "Oh no!" And then you land on your feet. Of course, you are a cat. And she rushes over to you to like check that you're okay, but also because like she doesn't want you walking around the shop. But it does open the way for Meowie. This is a distraction. She is distracted.
Yes.
Heck yeah. I'm going to sneak over to where they have the candles, and I'm going to pick one up in my mouth, and I'm just going to bolt for the stairs.
Okay. Give me an action roll because I'm interested in which candle you got.
For sure. I dropped my D6. Let's use this one instead.
I think while this is happening, Lo's doing like a little like
that's a pure success.
Sachet of the tail.
Pure success. Okay, you got the proper candle. You were able to grab so delicately with your teeth. Get yourself back up those stairs.
What a battle cry.
I meow the entire way up the stairs very loudly.
Right. Are you following, friends?
Yep.
Yes, in like a trail of glitter as she's just like recovered on the floor, person, chemicals. I don't like this. And yes, sprints back up the stairs.
Yeah.
So they're
For the first time Harold is moving at speed.
Oh, look at you.
He's like,
all that stress.
Oh Lord, he coming, I think is happening right now. Just like, yeah, she's cleaning up in the shop. Doesn't notice that you took something. So you're back upstairs. You have all the ingredients. The witches are still kind of picking at each other a little bit. And like they're not doing that ritual. Like she's like, friends, just do it. And they're just kind of like,
I'm gonna try and if I get my owner is called Cass, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
If I get Cass into, because she's just like distracted doing it, she hasn't realized that this is going on. Really, she's just in her own zone. She's if I can distract her, get her into the living area, and like if she notices what's going on, she'll bustle everyone up and like get them together again. I feel
all
like,
right.
As the love witch.
How are you trying to get her attention to the living room?
I think I'm gonna try, and the fact that he's running is alarming. So she's gonna see that. So he's gonna make a action roll to run. Keep running
past her. All right, let's see what happens.
He doesn't do zoomies a lot. So
it's a trundling situation, I think.
There's been like a bit of a belly kind of swinging, like a pendulum as he runs.
Oh, I love him.
I want this caterpillar.
It's buddy.
Where's the glass doors in this house?
Okay, first I think you should get a new dice, a new D6. You're gonna take 2 more stress.
Free stress.
And everybody else in the party will take 1.
I will say, with my pure success, everybody would remove 2 stress from their
1 pure success. The rest of the party removes 1. Okay. Sorry.
Oh yes, that's right.
And you remove 2. Yeah,
correct.
So still a lot, but still
6.
very stressful. You're still at 6. All right. Oh, you're just a
He's a
sensitive
stressed
little being.
cat.
Stress.
Nothing's
You
happened to him. He
you
went
come-
downstairs and came back upstairs. And he's like,
This is the most activity he's had in weeks.
It's too much. It's too much. You come running through, and you short a corner, and you just like get tangled in, I'm gonna say, like the umbrella stand, like. Just like, I don't know how you ended up in it, but somehow it like tipped over and you ran in it, and now just your little like back legs are just like
one of them,
kicking, and your tail.
I went past it. It got knocked over. I went back. One of the umbrellas came tumbling out and then opened.
And
It's freaked me out. It kind of caught me in it.
And now you're like underneath the open umbrella, and you just like don't know what's happening.
Your umbrella's like shuffling around the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a bad time.
Having a moment.
Oh, no.
I just have to tell you, this isn't even your bad day. I don't know what's going on.
This is way I don't go downstairs. This
Was
is why we don't
this was
go
a critical
downstairs.
failure, so we all take +1 stress as well.
Correct.
Okay. I think seeing the umbrella like go up, I'm going to get all puffy.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good.
As a free action, I would like to puff.
To make myself as big as possible.
I think Lo has just shot to like the highest possible point she can be at again to observe from above.
Yeah. Okay, great. Everyone's just yelling now. It's
just screaming.
It's just yelling at each other. What are we doing?
Holding a turn to watch this.
I think that Meowie is going to go between the two of them. If they're actively like arguing, or are they not talking to each other right now?
They're like snipping at each other.
I think I'm going to get between them, meow very loudly, and then roll over and show my tum.
Yes. How can they resist?
Try to do the pacifier move. It's like you both can't be mad at each other when you think I'm cute, right?
Yeah, that's true. Give me a roll.
That's a 4. It's a complicated success.
So everybody gets to reduce 1 stress with that complicated success. And they like see you. It works. They're like, oh yes, right. We're doing a thing. The minor complication is that in order for them to do the work, they have decided that the 3 of you are very much in the way. So
I don't understand why they would think that. All I did was knock over a huge thing of umbrellas.
In that moment, can Lo try and jump down next to where poor
It's okay. It's okay. This is my life now.
An umbrella.
I'm an umbrella cat.
Can she try and expend, almost like to confirm that they are in fact in the way, expend some energy to like blast, like take all the energy within her and blast the umbrella off.
Oh yes, please.
Into the air.
Let's see how that goes.
Yeah.
Maybe slide some snacks underneath the umbrella from
So
time
I
to
think
time.
I live here now.
You see those videos where there's like someone under the blankets, they're like lining up snacks, get like sucked underneath.
And they're just like pulling it in. Yeah. All right. Give me a roll.
That's a 3.
Okay, complicated success. Everybody takes 1 more stress off.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Back down to 1.
You blow that
It's
umbrella
like a little,
away.
like all
It's
4
great.
legs are off the ground, like
Yeah. And like it uncovers Harold, it frees Harold. The issue is that what the minor complication is that it does break the window that they are trying to ward right now.
Woo! My bad. Was that me? No.
Couldn't have been me. I'm too cute.
Just like Amelia goes to like just like licking the paws and like trying to look cute. To
Yeah, we both
distract
just.
from
That's what we're doing now.
Everybody starts aggressively grooming. I
some
don't.
mimicking movements.
Oh no! Oh, this
Oh,
my
couldn't
nose
be
is itchy. Oh,
me.
my nose is itchy. Oh.
I'm just gonna act
Too
like
pretty
nothing
for her.
happened.
You're just like on the ground with your belly up.
The good thing is that it definitely draws the witch's attention to where you are hoping for, and they are able to now that Cass loves cleaning. Cass comes over and starts getting all the glass cleaned up. They start the ward again, and because they are witches, they're able to mend that glass magically. So you've made it through day 1 and everyone is still alive. We've done it.
First
No
I
day,
am-
death saving throws, no nothing.
We broke a window. We nearly got inhaled disinfectants.
I assume then they warded it afterwards. We made the
Yes.
situation worse, basically.
Worse, right? But they fixed it. Yeah, the ward is up. It's all good. You
All
made it
due
through.
to us. Couldn't have done it without us.
And obviously, this was clearly the worst day that Harold has had in a really long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's gonna need a sabbatical.
Well,
sabbatical.
sabbatical. Oh,
leaving.
that's
I'm
great.
going.
In fact, I think that was good enough that I think we might need to do a bio break right now. Just like we're gonna leave with that button. We're just gonna take a few minutes. I think about 5 minutes. Yeah, everybody good with a little 5-minute break? Refill your water. Refill your cat bowls. Get yourself some catnip tea, perhaps. I don't know. Little good treats. The old cartoons say that you should give them cream, but that is bad for cats.
Yeah,
Don't give
aren't
that
cats,
to
like,
them.
lactose intolerant? Is that
Yeah,
what
it's
the
not.
thing is?
It's not great. Don't do
So
it.
I think we've had a donation.
We did have a
yeah, we
donation.
got a donation.
Yes, for $20.
Yeah,
from
$20
Keen.
donation. What? Thanks, Keen456. That's a real name.
That is a real name.
Yeah,
Yep.
Real name.
Any
that's on
name's
their
a real
birth certificate.
name.
Chat right now.
if you say it with confidence. That's the key.
For sure.
But yes,
If you say-
hydration time.
Hydration time. Yeah. So we will we'll be back in a few minutes.
Bye now. See you soon.
Welcome back from the break. Everybody has our cat ears on. We did it.
So glad we all actually. I was waiting for you guys all to drop them.
I'm so happy we committed to that bit.
Oh, so good. Good.
Right here.
Yeah. So, day one for our cats, not terrible. I mean, maybe Harold would tell you that it was terrible, but I think, it wasn't too bad of a day. I think we did okay. But now we're gonna see what happens with Lo's witch, which is Annabelle. I'm gonna roll this. And for those of you who are just joining us, we are playing Verhext Nochmal, and we are all magical cat familiars, and we are raising money for the Trevor Project, and we're about to break something. So let's break something.
Let's do it.
Very cat focused.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Good.
So I rolled a 6.
Oh.
Boy.
We really broke something.
We really.
Here is what happens. First of all, the highest rolling player takes 6 stress. And the
Sorry.
party takes 5 stress.
Whoa.
You and all the other cats were just taking a nap on this super warm spot in the sun, minding your own business, when you heard your witch say, "Oh, this is fine. I've got this. Just chill." And now you are all in a parallel universe, and you've got to get back home with your magic and the resources around you, because your presence is not so slowly unraveling the fabric of time and space. Also, this universe is absolutely bananas, maybe literally.
I love we went from breaking a charm to breaking reality.
You broke reality. Your house, but only the house part. The upstairs is no longer in the proper place in the universe.
Sick.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't like leaving the house anyway. This is fine. I'm just in the house.
In the quantum realm. Don't worry about it.
Doesn't matter where the house is, as long
It's
as it's
not a
got all the
dimension.
stuff in it.
It's definitely not a problem. If you were to look out the window, you would see sort of a swirling void. Also, your witches are physically in the other universe. You can see them and you can hear them, but they are not here. They are like shades of themselves.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Okay, so we have to.
Fabulous.
How much do we? Is that stress reset from yesterday? No.
No.
Okay, so
No.
we take.
You took 5.
Stress?
Yeah.
5 stress.
Yeah. We all took 5 stress.
Well, Lo, you took 6
Oh, cool.
because it was your witch that did this.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay, I'm at 7 stress.
Okay.
Mhm.
Harold,
I'm
Harold,
at
where are
9.
you? 9. Harold needs to take a nap. Harold's first action is to take a nap.
Yeah, that seems like a lot.
I think Lo's first reaction, given she is a little bit on edge now, do we realize that our witches are shades? Like, do we know at this point?
Yeah, so like almost like shadowy kind of, but there's a little bit of color to them. Like,
Okay.
like you can see through them.
Sweet. She's not going to run at her then. 'Cause she
So
knows better.
everything else around you in the house is solid. So if the camera would see, right? Like if this was a movie and we
Yeah.
cut back to the real world, your 3 witches are just like standing on the roof.
Right.
And the house is just
Cool.
gone. So you can
Cool.
see into the other space, but you have taken the house with you.
Cool. Okay.
Right.
In a bit of a frenzy, trying to think of what to do. Grimoire. Would she know where Annabelle's grimoire is?
Oh,
So I assume she would
absolutely.
have one.
Probably. Definitely. In her room, right? Like,
Yep.
you know your witches. You know where they keep all their stuff. You are all three of you intimately involved in their spellcasting practices. So you absolutely know where that book is.
Yep. Then Lo is kind of doing zoomies around Harold's sleeping body,
Good.
trying to expand.
It's
the
helping.
energy.
He's got that. He's just the
Suddenly
one
built
ear
up.
is just
A little
like flicking
twitching.
and switching.
Oh, also just really quick, is it dark or light in the space we're currently in? Because that will affect my rolls.
Oh yeah, there's no sun outside.
Then
nothing-
she
yeah.
is powerless.
Nice.
No, okay. I take a penalty when I'm in dark spaces. Okay. And that's adding to the stress. So zoomies, and she's going to at highest speeds for Lo's usually quite graceful form.
Yeah.
Is going to like start trying to claw through the shelves and the spaces where the grimoire should be in the hopes of finding it.
Yeah, let's see how you're doing with that. Give us that. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Well, it's a 4 minus 1,
4.
3.
Three still complicated success. You still find it.
Take it in.
Everybody is going to take -1 stress.
Hey, look at that.
Sweet.
Do I take any less stress
I was
for
at 4,
napping?
now I'm at 3.
Yeah, so you also regain 3 more, Harold, for taking a nap.
Wonderful.
So how are we doing? You find the book. You find the grimoire that you were looking for. The complication is that you have essentially destroyed this bookcase.
Cool. That's
all
fun.
the books are on the ground, and some of them are shredded up in your haste to get this, which is probably gonna be a thing that you are gonna have to deal with later. But at the moment, you can't be in trouble because
Just
your witch
stacks
is in
on
a parallel
stacks.
universe. So
Okay. Can either of you read shredded paper? I'm having my own difficulties, and as she's saying it, the toll of now the zoomies plus the darkness is kind of
Give me a
slowly
second. I think I got
slowing her
this.
down.
all right.
And I'll saunter up to the paper and
Please help.
I'll start flipping through the pages.
Okay.
All right. So I'd like to search through this book for like anything that with the confidence of someone who definitely cannot read.
Yeah.
I would like to look for a picture that looks like some sort of multiversal transmogrification.
Absolutely. Give me that roll.
That is a 6 on their die.
Okay. 6. So everybody takes
Pure success.
1 less stress, except for Anita, you will take 2 less. So you're gaining stuff back. Yeah, Harold, you're waking up because
At this point, he's like, this seems reasonable. This seems like a more reasonable world to live in.
You find confidently back half of the book, you're like, it's obviously this spell is the spell that we need to do.
Easy. We got this.
Easy.
I'm just gonna like pop down to the metaphysical shop. I'll get the stuff that we need, and then he's going to turn around and go towards the stairs, and then almost act like a slinky going down the stairs, and then teleports back to the top. Oh, that's different.
Oh, that's
Is
new.
Is it the back end over the front end? Or just
Oh yeah, it basically it looks like like you remember the Slinky dog, like the one from Toy Story. It was like that, but
Yeah.
like it stretches out but it's just the cat.
Yeah.
On either end, it's meowy, but there's a Slinky in the middle
just
for a
fuzzy
second,
tube in the middle.
and then gets teleported back to the top of the stairs.
That's so cute.
Oh, okay.
Harold is gonna go straight to where the shades of the witches are and just meow at them. He is not that he knows this, but as I think his person is a love witch. There is more to that. There's like a magical bond between them all of affection and love, and so by just yelling at them, he's hoping to try and get an idea of what they're doing, because they're they're people, they have plans.
Sure.
Harold doesn't have any plans.
No.
Roll to is this a roll to scream?
Yeah, this is
roll to
a scream roll.
Yeah.
That's how we do with it.
2.
Buddy, what did I tell you about the dice?
Get new dice.
Put this
Okay,
dice.
so you're gonna take
this is the cool space dice.
Yeah,
This is a new ritual that we need to
perform. In space, no one can hear you scream.
Yeah, see?
True.
So you're gonna take 2 stress, friend, or
Back
3
up
because of who
3.
you are.
Yep.
And the rest of the party is gonna take 1.
Cool.
And
Back
you
up to
are
6.
you are screeching at him. And the way that this is backfiring is that they seem like they can hear you and they stop what they're doing.
No, show
and
me what you're doing.
And are just like, and
me.
they keep walking through you because they're looking for you. It is very uncomfortable. You don't like it.
Doing the cat like.
Yeah, they just like keep walking through you. It's making you very stressed out.
Like it. What? Doing the little cat thing, and right on the carpet too.
Oh no! You step over a couple feet to do it on the carpet.
On the hardwood.
Yeah, right next to the hardwood. It could even if you just turn your head slightly to one side, you'd have been fine.
Yeah,
but no, purposely.
Right on the shag carpet that they have because it's the 90s.
So Meowie has
I've located the page in the book. We just need requisite supplies.
I'm gonna kind of
this ritual.
Yeah, just kind of saunter over now that she's kind of like got a bit more of a presence of mind. Can I help? Can I get anything for you? I feel like I need to be helping.
Listen, I think you just need to de-stress a little bit. Take some deep breaths
you're right.
if you can.
You're
do
right.
some nice calming purrs.
She's like a vibration.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll do a headbutt.
They're like bopping heads, having a moment.
All right, you good?
Yeah.
What did you do at work today, Sarah? Well, I watched 2 people pretend to
be cats.
And butt each other in the head, and that
affectionate.
It's good. It's let me tell you what. Living the dream.
Yep. I think there's a little as kind of you kind of watch Lo visibly calm down. There's one last little toot of glitter that kind of spreads out of her. And she's returned to a moment of zen and is focused on what you need to get this fixed.
Right. So we're gonna need a couple crystals. They look like these ones that are
okay
here.
I can do that.
I think they're up on a high shelf over there. Ooh, I know because I knocked them down last week.
Yeah.
And they were put up even higher to stop you from
just keep putting them
Low, I'm gonna try and teleport up to the spot where the crystals would be.
I would love to see what you roll on those.
I too would love to see it. No. Okay, that's a 2 minus 1. That's a 1.
You drop them on.
No,
on
teleport. You get a +1 to the teleport.
Oh yeah, then it is.
Oh, but then
1.
you get a -1 because it's dark.
Yeah, so it's okay. So I got a +1.
It's
2.
It would just be the 2.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Well, still a failure.
Still.
Plus
Less
2
failure.
A higher failure. +2 stress for you.
I'm an 8 stress.
And +1 stress for everybody else.
Does Howard take a nap again?
Harold is so close. He's like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this adventuring life.
Teleport. Here is the unforeseen way that this backfires: is that you teleport. However, you teleport outside the window.
Low.
You see the puss in, am I on the window? Yeah. You said the puss in boots claws into the glass, slowly sliding down the glass.
Low. Harold is gonna try and I get a +1 at flying or floating objects, both yourself flying or floating both yourself and objects.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and be like, Lo, come in. That's silly. You're being silly. You're gonna come in.
Are you being silly?
That is a 4.
4. Complicated success. -1 stress to everyone.
Let's go.
Wonderful.
So were
I think that is my first complicated success.
You were floating her inside?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna say the minor complication is that you did not open that window. So you break the window to get her inside. She is inside, but again, we have broken a second window.
Is it the same window though?
Same window.
Ah.
That's a rough. It just the west side of the house is hard.
They didn't properly mend it with magic last time because they had to use their magic on the ward. So it's just like it's like a newspaper taped to the
yeah, it's
just a cat-shaped rip through.
Yeah,
the,
exactly. It's like Wile E. Coyote. It's like exactly the outline of
it's a low-shaped hole.
Yeah. All right.
God.
Well,
wonderful.
That happened.
Lo is very grateful and kind of just like gives like little head bop as her feet land back on solid ground once more. Was I able able in that to grab a crystal in any way, shape, or form?
Oh, on your way back? Yeah, maybe knocked the proper one off. Yeah.
Cool. Something worked in there. Lo will go grab that crystal and bring it over to Meowie.
Okay.
We're not going to speak of what just happened. It's not about the journey, it's the destination.
And just bleh.
Listen,
just, and then a hairball. It's fine. I'm stressed out.
Just nervous peas a little bit.
Just a little. All right. Looks like you maybe need one more item.
Hey, Harold.
Yeah, if you need a sacrifice, I'm ready to go, man.
No,
honestly.
I don't need a sacrifice. There's like a jar. There's like a little cauldron up there. Would you be able to bring that down?
Okay. I mean, I made someone float today already, so I don't know if I can. This is a lot. Just saying.
I know.
No, it just means you're practiced. It just means you're practiced now. You'll have it under control. If you can't technically cross her little toe beans, but she's going to make an attempt.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. The cauldron. The cauldron.
Get the cauldron. So are you floating it down, or are you trying to go up after it?
I'm floating it down.
All right. You get a bonus to that.
Yeah. Let's
Get
try.
+1.
That is a 6 on the die for a 7.
Oh!
Let's go.
So Harold, you get to take 2 stress away.
Look at him.
And
5
everybody
stress.
else gets to take 1 stress away. And you float that down like I don't know that you've ever felt this confident in your life. You brought that down and like you feel bigger. You're like, oh, yeah, this is great. This is what I'm supposed to do. And you set it down really gently right in front of Meowie next to the other thing that you needed. Oh man, it's ready to go.
So good. And it was on top. It was sitting on top of the good pillow that they don't let us rest on. And so that's down now as well.
That's
He's like,
also down here. That's right.
That's the guest pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start trying to cast this spell now that we have all the ingredients in place, and I definitely don't know how to read.
Yeah,
I'm going to try and cast this
I'm
spell.
going to have the 3 of you cast it together.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Everybody needs to try to see. And I would say collectively, I would need you to have at least 2 complicated successes.
Okay.
Or 1 pure success.
That is a 2.
Okay.
Actually, that's a 1 from me because it's dark. Does that still affect this?
No. I mean,
okay, cool. That's a 2.
It's still a critical fail, regardless. What did we
4.
get? A 4? We got 1 complicated success?
I also rolled a 4.
All right.
Did you pass your dice
let's
curse
go.
on to me?
Yeah. Okay, so all right. Stress-wise, hold on. Everybody will lose 2 stress for the 2 complicated successes.
Mm-hmm.
But you will gain 1 stress for the crit fail. And Lo, you instead of gaining 1, gain 2 stress.
Cool.
So you stay where you're at.
You stay where you're at. Everybody else only takes 1 stress off.
Wonderful.
You like come together and like put everything in the proper formation, and I think this is probably a situation where like you like get into like a big cuddle pile, like a big cat cuddle pile, and like there's some
we're just in the cauldron.
Yeah, just like draped
that's the whole reason I needed the cauldron.
You know how like cats become
in
like
it.
liquid when you put them in a thing?
Yeah, they just fill it up.
Full on state change.
Yeah, and I think you probably do some social grooming. There's some snuggling happening, and something about it just like brings
the crystal was
back
outside the pot so that I could bat at it.
Yeah,
from inside.
We see the shades of our witches are probably outside the cauldron, like actually doing the magic.
No, it was you. It was all you.
The power of love.
Definitely all you. And you solidify back in your proper universe, and your witches are all very grateful to see you, and they each take you up and snuggle you and give you treats. And I'm going to, because of their attention, I'm going to say everybody will take one less stress because they just snuggle you. And that's the end of that day. And let's see what happens.
Except the ruined bookshelf.
Oh yeah, I mean bookshelf still ruined. There's still a low-shaped hole in the wall.
I think at some point Lois just tried to like little kick the paper under like a bed or a spot she can like hide it. Because Annabelle is very particular.
The next day you wake up and there is another problem. Your witch, Harold, Cass, mispronounced a word in a spell. She's new, right? She's pretty new to things.
Yeah, she's new at this.
And now there is a swirling portal in the middle of the town that looks suspiciously like an actual black hole.
Dick.
Oh, and oh dear, there goes the bakery. And the baker. Oops. Let's help them fix it while it threatens to suck everything and everyone in. So Harold, you're taking 5 stress. I think you might need to take a nap again.
I'm on 8.
Well, you take an extra one, right? You take 6. So
yeah.
Harold takes a nap.
With every failure, this is a failure, I would imagine.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Party, the rest of you are gonna take 4 stress. Because I rolled a 5. You also need a nap?
Lo's gonna take a big old nap.
All right.
We're gonna handle this at a later date.
Yeah, how would Lo have retired to another room to just ignore the problem?
Yeah, you are on duty here all by yourself for the first round.
I'm at 8 stress, so I'm just,
going through it.
I'm struggling, but I'll get through. I'll get through this day.
Okay.
The best of all of us, Meowie.
What's happening with you, Meowie?
I'm going to go and see if I can find because my compatriots are indisposed at the moment. I'm going to see if I can find some other critters to help me. So I'm going to enlist the help of some local fauna to help make sure that the townspeople keep clear of this swirling black hole portal.
All right.
So I would like to use my telepathy to call out to the creatures of town to just let them know, hey, y'all, if you could just like try and like round up the humans. This is like cats hurting humans. It's funny because everybody is like hurting cats. It's the weird part, but
all right.
She's saying all of this as the action's happening.
Yeah.
All right, give me that roll.
Heck yeah. That's a 4 on the die, so that's a complicated success.
Mm-hmm. Hey, everybody takes 1 less stress.
Lovely.
So you're back in action. I mean, maybe briefly, but
I'm at 9. Do I still have to stay?
No, you take it less. 8, because she had a success, so you get to take away a stress. So now
I was at 10 before.
Oh, it would have only been 9.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it tops out at 9.
Ah, right, getcha.
I was at 14 stress. I
It's like,
don't know.
we're banking stress.
banking it up.
You're asleep forever.
So yeah, you are able to gather your, you just like send out this telepathic wave to a bunch of the creatures in the neighborhood. And they bring some humans.
What kind of animals? Like,
yeah, that's
there's
the
not a lot of-
complication.
I
Yeah.
mean, is it
It's
gonna be
all
like
frogs.
vermin?
It's a lot. There's a lot. You sent it out. You were very stressed. You were very worried, and so there are a bunch of dogs now. It's like
no.
a whole
These jerks.
bunch of
Now
dogs.
we're filming the movie Cats versus Dogs.
It's so
Excellent.
loud.
Oh yeah, and they are all howling and
Ew.
banging and
Hey.
yeah.
Their job is to keep the
Jeez.
people away from the giant black hole. So
Yeah, and no one wants to
Hopefully-
be there right now because there are a whole bunch of dogs.
good. Maybe they'll get sucked into the black hole.
Wow.
Okay.
Two birds with
Sure.
one
I think I know what to do. And I
Not
think
really.
for once,
Harold,
this
go.
is the right thing to do. I mean, it's always the right thing to do, but especially now. Look, when I'm hungry, all I want to do is eat, and then I'll be okay. It looks like that thing is really hungry. So I say we just knock things off of ledges into its mouth until it's not hungry anymore.
Oh,
Good idea.
So we're just gonna feed it.
You just
What-
feed it.
what are you feeding it?
Just stuff.
Lo
Just-
is gonna
We're
take
just
all
knocking
the
stuff off things.
Lo is gonna take
into
all
it.
the evidence of those ripped pages. She's gonna dump it into the hole.
All right,
Like burying poop.
all right. Whoever is throwing things into the hole to try to feed it, please give me a roll to see how well that works.
I just desperately want to throw things into the black hole.
Yeah.
That is a 6.
Oh,
Ooh.
pure
Nice.
success. Minus
Pure
2 stress
success.
for you.
Oh,
And then
lovely.
minus 1 stress for the rest of the party.
I got a
You-
minus
you-
success as well.
You got a complicated success?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, so hold on. So like as you're throwing things in, it is getting smaller. It does just want to eat. So you just have to figure out what else you can feed it. With your complicated success, everybody also takes 1 less stress. So you figured this out. Harold, you had the best idea. Just feed it.
It's hungry.
It's
I mean,
hungry.
it's what I
Aren't we
want all the time.
hungry?
I just assume that black hole is my stomach and I just keep putting cake in it and I feel better. So
Yeah.
You and
All
the
right.
black hole, one and the same.
Oh my god, I just realized I made Garfield, didn't I?
Okay, like
Yeah.
hear
Yeah.
me out.
Yes.
Hear me
Yes.
out.
What
If
is
we're
it?
like we get hungry and we eat and we're like animals, right?
Yes.
This
Mhm,
thing
I'm
is
following.
hungry and it eats. So can I like think real hard at and be like, hey man, would you be able to like
Oh.
put the bakery back where you found it and like maybe close up for the day? Cause like you're kind of harsh and our mellow a little bit.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
feed it other
yeah.
things.
interesting.
I could teleport something bigger that we don't need into
Yeah,
it
like all those
and
dogs.
replace the bakery.
like all those dogs.
Like all those like all those dogs.
Give us the bakery and the baker back, and we'll give you all these dogs.
This is a hostage negotiation. Give us back the bakery and we're going to feed you
Yeah.
the world's dogs.
The bakery has those great croissants that
So
they
I'm gonna
make.
try and telepathically communicate with this.
Give me a roll. Let's see what happens.
Thankfully, I get +1 if it's a
Yes.
telepathically communicate.
We've got a
so
backup
that's-
plan.
That is a 5 on the die +1 for
Which
six.
is a pure success.
Yes.
All right. All right. So
We did it.
minus 2 stress to you and minus 1 stress to the rest of the party. And what are
Perfect.
you telling this black hole void?
Hey, listen, like I know that you want to eat everything.
Hungry.
And I know you're so hungry, and like we've got things to feed you, but like you should probably put the
Dogs.
bakery back.
But it
like-
had the croissants, good, delicious
I mean,
croissants.
Have the croissants, but like maybe put the building and the baker back. Because then there won't be any more croissants.
But there will be dogs.
I mean, I'm not really
She's just
big
like
on like
yelling dogs in the background.
Yeah, give him the dog.
Like,
Yeah, we're both
but,
of
like,
us are
we've
just
got-
yelling, and they
I've
can
got
have the
some, like,
dogs.
really good catnip that I could feed you.
I'm so hungry. What are you gonna give me if I give you back the bakery?
I've got some great catnip. It actually like curbed the appetite a little bit.
Oh, I mean,
Maybe
we could try
if you
that.
just were like really small and you just hung out in the bakery, then there would just be a constant supply of croissants.
Yeah. A never-ending garbage disposal.
I mean, like you could just like you could also take up a position in the bakery, or like you can float around town. If you make yourself smaller, you could just like get into people's houses on occasion and just eat things, kind of like a poltergeist situation where you just
So like
Yeah.
people, I eat
occasionally
the
Steal
people.
their
people.
socks.
Don't eat
So
the
I could eat
people.
the
Don't eat the
people?
people.
Don't eat the
We need
people.
the people.
No.
We need
To make
we
the
need
things
people is
that
the
we
thing.
eat.
Yeah.
People make the things that you eat, right?
But the baker sells the croissants, and then they're like in the houses.
So yeah,
You could
Yeah.
go and eat them.
you can
And
go
you know,
eat,
if
like,
you're and I gotta say, the shape you're in currently, people are gonna take a little bit of issue with you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
you're
this:
very scary
4
right
legs
now.
like this, and kind of a long body. People will just give you croissants.
Are we
Yeah.
trying to convince the void to turn into a cat?
We would like
Yeah.
to polymorph.
This is how black
the
cats are
void.
made. I don't know what
Okay.
to
this is
tell
how
you.
black
All
cats are made.
Yes. We're gonna
All
make
right.
the first fully black cat here.
All right, let's find out if we can turn void into void cat.
Void cat.
We use
void
our
cat, void
combined
cat.
powers
Yeah,
to
I
make
think
the
this.
void
I think
cat.
the 3 of you would need to use your powers together. And I think that it is 1 pure success or 2 complicated successes.
Fabulous. That is a
Because
5.
I'm still like communicating telepathically. Does that give me still the +1?
Yes,
Incredible.
we got a 5.
Well-
That's 1 complicated success. How'd we do?
I got
It's a 1.
a 1,
Mhm.
but it's +1 for a 2.
Right.
Oh no!
So just like a better failure.
What did we turn this thing into?
Harold, what did you get?
I got a 1.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let's resolve the
dice.
stress situation first. The complicated success, everybody gets to take 1 stress away,
Okay.
but the 2 crit fails that we had,
Huh.
so so Gemma, you're gonna take 2
Okay.
stress total.
Cool.
And then Anita, you have 3 stress, and then because of Harold, what happens with yours? You were taking 4 stress.
Okay.
Right
Back
now?
up to 8.
Back up to 8. Okay. So it is now. It is cat shaped, but still very, very big, and still
Just made a giant black hole cat.
We just made a
very
giant black
hungry.
cat.
Still very
Okay.
hungry.
Okay. All right. This is better. This is better. This is better.
We
It's
like
not
I make-
worse. It's not
Could
worse.
I try to? It's gonna be good or bad. Could I try and teleport the giant black cat into like a pocket dimension that we were previously stuck in?
Hmm.
Oh,
Could I try and move it?
yeah. Let's give it a shot.
Oh, that can't be good. You're so big. Okay.
That is another 5. And plus 1 by
Nice.
teleportation makes it a 6.
6 pure
Let's
success.
go.
-2 stress to you, my friend, and -1 stress to everybody else. So it just sort of like disappears into. You just don't see it anymore. I am gonna say this is like end of the day. Everybody's like, you've made it through. You feel good. But I think that the camera is going to see that it is still walking around eating things in the parallel universe. That is
Yeah.
of
Every
the
time
town.
that's, your
I've made
sock
it
goes
someone else's
missing.
problem.
Or like you
yeah.
put something down and you're like, I just had that. Where was that?
Just had it, and it is slowly like leaking its way through back as it's getting bigger, as it's eating
the-
more things, slowly leaking back through into your dimension. But you don't have to worry about it right now because we are ending the day.
I've created a giant void cat.
Yeah.
That is now
Yeah.
multi-dimensional.
Absolutely. But you know what? I feel good about it. If we ever revisit these folk, that will definitely come into play. But you know, for a one shot, you have no consequences. Yay. So that was Verhext Nochmal. Thank you so much for playing. I am interested in your moments of gratitude. What happened in this game that you really enjoyed from another player?
I bloody loved, Anita, the description of Slinky.
Yeah, that was
Meowie.
great.
The description
Slinky
of this
Meowie.
cat tumbling in like a pocket dimension, one over the other, just sounded so much fun. That was such a great way, like so easy to visualize and hilarious no matter how you picture it.
It was a very small moment, but Gemma, when you were teleported outside and you were like, you're outside the window and you did this, like you were like it was just like I was like, yeah, that's a cat clinging onto the outside of window.
That one scene that one of the Shrek movies when Puss in Boots is like sliding down the cat pole. He's like got his little thing on. Yeah.
I liked the quick thinking and the timing of Harold actually being able to pull the kitty back from the brink from outside before they were stuck in the pocket dimension forever. Or low.
Bringing it through the cracked window.
Back through the window. Choice. I love that quick thinking.
The overwhelming theme of just breaking everything.
I mean, it's very cat. Like,
yeah.
Absolutely. How do I fix this? I'm gonna break it.
Yeah.
Knock it right off.
Very cat, very in character, in cat. Nope. Bailing out. Catiker. Sure, let's go with that one.
It's working. Maybe
it's a work in progress.
Work in progress.
Everybody take one stress for trying to
and I'm napping.
And nap. Let's go around the table and please tell everybody where we can find you on the internet. I'm going to start with Anita. Remind us.
Hello, everybody. I'm Anita or Panita or Critical Misses. You can find me everywhere online at Panita or at Critical Misses. I'm a TTRPG streamer, graphic designer, stream producer, and cat mom about the space. You can find me on tomorrow morning for our TTRPG talk show Morning Ritual. Our guest this week is KP from KP11 Studios. And other than that, you can find me on a couple other live streams around the space. Just follow my Twitter and you'll be able to figure out where I am. That's it. That's me. Also, I was the one that designed Like a Box of Chocolates that Sarah played last week.
Yeah,
that was my first little foray into TTRPG game design. So I might come up with more of that. Maybe a game where you are a tree.
Where you are a tree.
Channel the stoicness of tree.
Channel the tree. I had just a treat of a time playing that, and not just because I like eating chocolate. Marcus actually made fun of me in our meeting this week because I spent most of the time like doing like little happy dances because I was eating chocolate. So I was like beep 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 beep, and he was like, "Your hands were up here the whole time just being happy." And I was like, yeah, I was eating chocolate. Like,
it's a great time.
It's a good time. Gemma, where can we find you?
Hello, yes, I am Gemma or GFD. You can find me on the interwebs at GFD. I will type in the chat so you can see my handle. And most socials are linked all there as well. If you are in Australia, you can also catch me on ABC. I'm a TV presenter by day, content creator by night, where I talk about video games online. So feel free to jump on there if you so desire. Otherwise, yes, I am haunting the internet, flirting with all your morally grey characters. So yeah, come hang out. We're doing Cyberpunk at the moment as my game of choice.
Lovely. What about you, Zac?
It's me. That's my name. Zac Speaks Giant. I just messaged in chat. Hello. And that is me, where you can find my Twitch channel where I do 2 campaigns every on alternating weeks, or sometimes on the same week because people's schedules are all over the place, you know.
Because of schedules.
One of my campaigns, the adventurers, they're both D&D. 5th edition. One of the campaigns is they're all post officers trying to make their way in the world, and the other is basically just a rip-off of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
Right. If you're gonna steal from something fun.
That's
right. Can verify both campaigns. Very fun to watch.
Thank you. I have a podcast called I Speak Giant, where you can find all those campaigns, catch up on them. I have a YouTube channel where I am this close to hitting partner, so it'd be very appreciative if you take that out. That is Zac Speaks Giant as well. And I'm also I'm part of a very small part of the Summerfall Studios game studio. They are making a video game that is a musical RPG, which is really, really, really cool. Please check that out. That's called Stray Gods.
Awesome. Cool. I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore, and you can find me everywhere else at Pixies and Pins. I don't know, that's like Twitter and Instagram and Ko-Fi and TikTok, and I think I probably have a Mastodon and maybe a Hive, but I don't really ever go on those, but I'm there. Pixies and Pins. You can go to my website, pixiesandpins.com. You can find me here every Friday night on twitch.tv/GenConTV on Sarah's Table. Next week, we are playing a game called, let's see, what are we doing next week? Next week is maybe the second half of Chew, and then after that is Psychic Trash Detectives. So,
Yes.
I'm gonna not give you any more description than that. Just come back on Fridays, and then you can also catch me on Wednesday nights. I do a lot of stuff for Actoroki for Peter Atkinson's project World of Chaldea. Next week I'm going to be at GaryCon, so if you are up in Wisconsin at GaryCon, find me. I'm going to be doing a live Actoroki, and I'm going to be running some sessions of my game that I helped design, The Crowned. I am all over the place. Just like search me, and then I will be there. If you say my name into a mirror 3 times, I show up and bring joyful gaming to your house, I think is what I have worked out. It's better than Bloody Mary.
Summon Sarah at inconvenient moments to discuss your favorite TTRPGs.
Yeah.
She's contractually obligated to be there.
I have to go.
Have to.
And it's a thing, you know, I shouldn't have signed that paper, but I did, and so you all should take advantage of it. I don't know. Thank you to everyone who donated to the Trevor Project today and over the course of our campaign. It looks like we've raised about $520, which is excellent. Thank you to Gen Con for giving me this platform where I can spotlight all these fun little RPGs that are not getting the big bucks behind them. If you liked today's game, it is only $5, but if $5 is too much for you, Brandy has opened up several community copies, and if you go to their itch.io, you can pick it up, and please do. It's super fun and super cute, and like a lovely little palette cleanser for between your campaigns, especially if you're doing like really heavy
Definitely.
And I think you could easily slip into a bigger campaign of a different, more complicated system.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that it really gives you those those foundational blocks that are easy to understand. You can kind of run with it in any direction. You're not kind of being the descriptions of all the witches, you can kind of pick and choose. I love that. It really opens the doorway for such creativity, which is great.
Yeah, there are 8 different kinds of witches. We only got to see 3 of them today, but there's also there's the
list.
The ones that we missed are the Kitchen Witch, the Lunar Witch, the Tech Witch, the Sea Witch, and the Chaos Witch. So there's a lot of fun stuff that you can do, and you can play with as many cats as you can fit at the if you feel like you can juggle that many, you know, there's my personal sweet spot is 4 from Brandy, but play with as many as you want. So you could get, you could get all 8 witches at the table if you wanted. That would be a very chaotic week, and lots of naps, but I'm for it. Thank you to Peter Atkinson for just trusting me to take over Friday nights on Gen Con TV and just saying do whatever you want. You're having a good time. let's all make sure that we watch a bunch of these so that he continues to let me do that. And thank you to my partner, Jeff, who does all of my overlays and makes everything look really pretty and is my editor for when I am not live, and who generally keeps me as a sane human being. And thank you to Marcus Mays, who is our tech person who's running the stream today. And I do a lot of weird things and I say horrible stuff and he fixes it. And it's great. We love you, Marcus. Thank you all for being at my table today. I am so appreciative that I keep sending out invites to my table and that people click on the yes button. It's so it makes me really happy that people are willing to come on here and just like absolutely leave their inhibitions at the door and just do a lot of weird things, because I definitely ask for weird shit here on this table.
As is your right.
Yeah. What are we doing if not that?
I have a very specific brand, and it's just like weird shenanigans. And thank you all for watching at home. I super appreciate you joining us, and I cannot wait to make more things for you. So as always, keep making art and keep being art. We will see you next time.
Bye.